Alrighty, so do you want to do you mind taking us on a tour of the garden now?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay.
We'll begin over here in the plots that people rent out.
Okay.
We have about 32 plots that gardeners can rent.
Okay.
So low fee, $12 for the entire season.
Okay.
And they come and they can plant whatever they want to. Right now there are a few empty plots, a few plots that still need to be developed. But so far, things are growing great. As we walk around, you'll get a chance to see the awesome work people are doing down here.
Okay. Now, while we're going through the garden, who typically gardens? Like, who typically, I guess, is responsible for helping this garden?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, the people who garden are people who live in our direct neighborhood.
Okay.
We are a TCHC community, so we have electronic community housing residents.
Okay.
And we have youth who come out to garden as well for workshops, especially in the community area.
Okay.
So yeah, most of the gardeners we have are seniors. They have free time, but also they need some gentle physical activity, and gardening is perfect for that.
Okay.
And my job is just to make sure that there's not too many weeds, that the gardeners are gardening peacefully together, and to help out if anyone needs some help with their plot.
Okay. Do the gardeners have to pay a fee?
Yes, the fee is $25, and that's for the entire season from April to October.
Okay. Now, I've noticed on the internet that there are I guess while I started my placement, I noticed on the internet that there's community gardens where it's not so much a plot, it's just essentially one big garden.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's the difference between those and, I guess, this garden?
Yeah, so many gardens are actually, gardeners don't rent a plot individually. Instead, the garden is all shared, and gardeners can come in, volunteer in taking care of the garden, and then they'll take home part of the produce at the end. So that's the main difference.
Okay.
For this garden, though, this is fee-based. It's individually based. However, our garden over here is more communal.
Okay.
So no one owns a plot in this garden on this side. It's very much a shared space. The people who come to help out with the plants, they can take home a portion of the harvest.
Okay.
So this is new from this year. We're planting some medicinal plants in the garden. We have our table that was finished last year. It's a nice tile table.
That is nice, actually.
It's really nice, yeah.
It's like something from Pier 1.
Exactly, yeah. Over here we have our permaculture garden, so that's more of a forest garden. Instead of the row farming and row agriculture, it shows us how to get our food in a more sustainable way, instead of tearing up the land to plant rows upon rows of corn, for example.
Okay.
And, here, these are our flowers for pollinators, for the bees and the butterflies, so they can be attracted to the garden and pollinate all our food.
Okay.
And let's go down here. This garden here is our Three Sisters garden. It's corn, beans, and squash, in partnership with an agency called Three Sisters House. They're our consultants who helped us build our indigenous garden here.
Okay.
This is basically an example of a Aboriginal technique, a technology used to farm, essentially.
Okay. Very nice.
So let's go down this way. Again, this is tobacco. They're very young. They'll grow to be over 5 feet tall.
Okay.
These are tomatoes. They're small, but they're doing really well so far. These are more plants for the butterflies.
Okay.
And over here, this year we are working with a seniors group. They have secured a grant to do some garden programming out of our space, and they've planted all these crops. You see lettuces, there's zucchinis, I see eggplants, cabbage, tomatoes, peppers, celery. So the seniors are growing all these plants, and then they will use the produce to do programs with.
Okay. There's something for Canada's 150. Just wanted to point this out. Flowers that the seniors planted. Sorry, go on.
Okay, sure. What else should I talk about?